Good morning. Good morning, Monday. It's a Monday. How's everyone doing? I don't know if you noticed today the announcement card, and on one side I have a Roadrunner's image there. And before I moved to Las Vegas, be honest with you, I never seen a real Roadrunner. The only Roadrunner I saw was in the Bugs Bunny cartoon. And but now I saw a real Roadrunner, so I thought, oh, that's very interesting. It's cute, so I put on my announcement card. And I hope you had a great weekend. And let's just get started week, right? Okay, by shaking. Yes, shake your hands and gradually move your arms up over your shoulders and keep moving up. Keep shaking. Yes. Okay, and over your head. And now fingers point at ceiling and turn really, really quick. It's like screwing the light bulbs. Woo! But as quick as you can turn. Very, very good. And feel that sensations in between your fingers. Good. And now you can shake your hands down. And if you're standing, you can engage your knees. Okay. And now up and down on your heels. If you are sitting, you can do this up and down on your heels as well. Good. I see so many people are watching this lessons now, attending this lesson. That's good. Okay. Now put your heels down and keep shaking. And now slowly, slowly come to air. Wow. That feels so good. The whole body is being invigorated. And now bring your two hands together. Turn to the front toward yourself. Oh, good morning, John from from France. Yeah, that's not good morning. It's good afternoon. I should say that. But anyway, doesn't matter where you are, and have a very good day, at least so far. And now turn one more time and reverse. Good. Now stretch out. Feel the stretch in your spine, your neck, your shoulder, and now relax. Bring the hands to your waist. See, bring the both hands out, hand facing each other. Now slowly turn the palms down as you bring the hands to your waist. This is actually a very simple soul grilling exercise, and I have taught this to thousands of people. However, not everyone is doing correctly. And people thought, oh, this is just so simple, right? And I don't even know. And some people was doing opposite side. It's like swimming, okay? And people do all kinds of things. Yeah, but relax. And last time, good. Now swing your arms. Using your hand, pat the opposite arms and gradually move your hands upward and tap your upper arms, shoulders, shoulder blades in the back. Good. And now gradually bring the hands downward. And two more times. Here's one and two. Okay, good. And next, and gentle fist. We want to stretch the chest muscle. 1, 2. And now hands facing up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This also help to exercise your shoulder blades, okay? And this is good. And last time. Good. And now right arm up, close to the ear, and move forward and down, and go all the way around. Two more. Here's 1 and 2. Now reverse. Oh, wow. You can really feel in my shoulder. Oh, and last one. Good. Now switch, change side. I hope you feel that stretch and soreness in your shoulder. Okay. That means you're doing a good job. But if you're hurting, then that's you need to stop. Okay. Okay. And one more. Well, I guess it's like everything in life, right? And we want to try our best to do the best job we can, but then we cannot go overboard. And there is not a clear threshold there, and to show us exactly what it is. And that's, I guess, makes life more interesting or challenging both ways. So it's sometimes based on the knowledge or experience, we gradually learn it. And what's the tipping point or the balance point, whichever way you look at. Okay, hands together. Let's see who's here. Okay, I see a few friends, and Becky's here. Welcome, Becky. And okay, now massage your neck, going back and forth. I don't know what happened to my eyes. Keep tearing. Okay, now hands down and keep your back upright. And then lower your head. Feel the gentle stretch in the back of your neck. Good. Up center. Tilt to right. Your right. Center. Your left. Center. Look at ceiling. Center. Over your right shoulder. Center. Left shoulder. Center. Next, we want to rotate the neck. And if you feel dizzy or don't feel good, you can skip this part. And now head down. Circle to right, back, left, and down. Just go very slow. But make sure you go all the way around. Sometimes you may hear some noise in your neck as you are turning the neck, which is pretty normal. Now reverse to your left, back, right, and down. Actually, our body can be a very good teacher. If our body is screaming bloody and say it hurts, then we have to listen to it, okay? The saying, no pain, no gain, that's not true, okay? Stop. You should say no soreness and no gain, but definitely no pain, no gain. That's very bad, okay? So, yeah. Next, hands together. Good, 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 good. And now, massage your kidneys. And keep your head suspended. Turn your hip right, back, left, and front. Last time, right, back, left, front. And now reverse. Keep going. Good. Stop. And now we're going to do the lunges. First, we do the front lunges. Let's do the left one first for a change. Okay, your left foot in the front, right foot in the back. And then using your right hand, push your hips squarely facing the left side. And then you do downward pausing. Good, good. Keep your upper body upright. Don't lean forward. This is no. Okay, keep it upright. Good, 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 good. And now switch. Okay. Again, downward pausing. It's better your knees stay above the ankle. Okay, can be behind the ankle if you're very stretchy, and you can do that. Okay, and if you're sitting, you bring the knee to your chest. Sorry. Change side. I mean, for people sitting. Okay. Okay. Now let's do the side lunges. Open your legs wide. First, go to your left side. Yeah, I'm trying to mess up with you. And if you're sitting, actually, it doesn't matter. We do on both sides anyway. So which side you go first, it really doesn't matter. Okay, now switch to your right side. Yeah, obviously I don't look like a kid, right? But I have a heart of a 5-year-old. Yes, I can be naughty. Okay, and shake it out. Let's see who gets here. Hey, Vivian, I'm so glad you're here. And darling, oh, you're asking your friend also join us. That's good. Vivian, you asked me about the so-called the hip joint folding or cross-setting. Yes, today I will spend a lot of time to explain that. And so stay tuned. And for the rest of you, and I think you probably find it interesting as well. It really doesn't matter which style of Tai Chi Chuan you're practicing, and the so-called hip joint folding or sitting, and it's essential to the exercise. And then as a matter of fact, we do this all the time. We just did not know that's what it is called, but we'll get to that very soon. So next, your right toes in the back, and rotate your knee. And when you rotate, draw a circle in your knee, you actually rotate your ankle. And go the other direction. And if you're sitting, yes, you can pick up your leg and to do that. Good, good. Switch. And go the other direction. Okay. Very good. And shake it out again. Okay. Well, as I mentioned, we're going to spend some time to talk about the so-called sit qua, sit the hip joint or fold the hip joint, and there are different way to say it. It all means the same thing. However, first thing first, don't forget the 8 sections of brocade, 八段锦. Okay, and feet together, and relax your mind. Relax your body. Keep your back upright. Yeah, upright, straight. Head suspended. What else, right? It's always like that. And shift weight to your right, and the knees bend, of course. And left foot go out to the side. And round the hands in front of your lower body. Both hands facing your lower body or where your dantian is. Just slowly breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Now bring your 2 hands together. Bring the hands up and flipping the palm up. Lift yourself up. Look at the ceiling. Now look at the screen. Move arms further back. Feel your lower back is arched. And open. Bend your knees slightly. Okay. And up. And straight. And open. Good. 两手托天，离三角 up, look straight and open. This is great for the health of the spine, the shoulders, the triple warmer. Good. And how about one more time? Good. Up, straight, and open. Okay, let's see. There are quite a few people are here. And yeah, Danny Berg, 你好, from Sweden. Yes, thank you so much. And Danny, I practice mostly 前 style Tai Chi, but I do like a Yang 24. Oh, not Yang 24, the standard 24. And then like say the sparrow's tail, which I share with everyone here. That's more Yang style. And I have learned other style. I learned the Sun style and the Wu Hao and the Wu style from their individual lineage holder, but I don't really practice it. So don't ask me to demonstrate or teach any of that. And my main style is Qian style, but I have learned many different Qigong forms from various Qigong grandmasters. Okay, so next one, if you're standing, your feet open wide, and then make sure your toes kind of in, so both feet parallel, arms crossed in front of your chest, and slowly pull your arm apart. Left arm straight, right elbow bend, and open your right, look at right side, and cross. And pull. Open, cross, and pull. Open, cross, pull. 左右开弓四射雕 bow and arrow on both sides. It's great for the health of the lung and the heart. Keep your back upright. Don't turn your body, only turn your head. One more set. And some of you probably know that. And this form, the standard way to do it is you step out and then you move the left foot in, your right foot out, and do. So you move your feet in and out. And however, now I'm in a small studio and you are at home. Some of you have a bigger space and some people are space challenge. So I change it into the stationary one so we don't move the feet in and out. As a matter of fact, it really doesn't matter because the main focus of this movement is the lungs and the heart. It's the upper body. The lower body is not as important, okay? And so, by the way, if you ever have any question, drop me a note. Let's see, there are more questions or notes. I love the young 25. I have learned from the forms of Qigong. That's good. And 智能 Qigong is good. Good. And hello from Tampa, German. It's so nice to have you here. You're here almost every time. That's just so good. And so next one, both hands facing up, slowly move left up, right down. Good. Yeah, 智能 Qigong is good and it's simple, but it's profound. Grandmaster Pang, who created, he was very good. Okay. 调理脾胃虚单举 Good. Okay. Last set. Okay. This is great for the health of the stomach and spleen. Now both hands down in front of your lower ab and open your arm. Feel the stretch in your chest and turn your palm up. And turn your head only. Look at left and back. Right and back.五劳七伤往后瞧 Turn your head back like an owl. This is good for the liver and the digestive tract. Good. And then next, if you're standing, open your legs wide and hands on the thigh. And if you're sitting, your legs come out at a 45-degree angle and place your hands on the knees. Make sure your knee stay either above or behind the ankles. So now let's all go together. Lower your chest to the right knee, then circle to left and keep circling and relax. And now reverse. Okay. 摇头摆尾去心火. Circle your head and tailbone. It is really good to reduce any inflammation in the body and also good for the heart. Okay. Now walk your feet in, arms up, and gently bringing down. Flip the palms, bring the hands to the back, and touching the kidneys indirectly, of course. And then we're going to bend forward and down, and then round the hands behind the legs, and first touch the heels and the toes. Then move the arms, not the hands, to the ears. Then slowly bring your upper body and your arms up. Let's do it. Up. Up. If you're sitting, make sure you round the hands behind the legs.双手攀足固肾腰, both hands touching the feet. Good for the health of the kidneys. Okay. Now my hair got messed up. That's okay. Hands open wide. Bend the thumb. 4 fingers wrap around. And bring the fist to your waist. If you're standing, you can do high stand, medium, or low stand. Your choice, okay? Let's go. Open, turn, eyes open wide, and staring at the screen or beyond. It's better to be beyond. And turn your wrist at a 90-degree angle. Okay, good. Walk your feet in, good. Up and down, up and down, up, down. Just let your heels come down naturally without any pressure or control. And last one. Shake it out. 背后七颠百病消 means you do this up and down 7 times, of course, along with 7 previous exercises. You can keep the doctors away. Yeah. Well, I like this stream service, it allowed me to see some of the questions and feedback you all have, but sometimes I cannot really interactive interact with you right away. And unlike my Zoom class, we have people from different countries all together. It was really fun, and we exchanged the experience and sometimes knowledge. So pretty cool. And let me take a sip of the tea first. But even though with streaming, and unlike the online small class, you still have way to ask questions, and I will try my best to answer you. Okay. And like I said, today's class, the second half of the class, I will be talking about folding the hip joints and the quad sitting. And this is actually is a request from Vivian. And I really appreciate this and give me the opportunity to explain this really simple and yet and a very troubling concept for most people who practicing Tai Chi. I don't know why. That including myself when I first started. And so before we talk about so-called quad sitting, let's just talk a little bit about the body, okay? And I actually get a stool here so I can explain this better for you. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, the stool here. It's a high stool, right? And here's the regular stool. So we're first talking about so-called hip joint. What is hip joints? And in Chinese, we call it Qua, Q-U-A. And yeah, the Qua or hip joints means your femur bone, femur bone connect to the pelvis. And the weight at the top of the femur bone is like a little Y, and but the inside is longer than the outside. Outside is much shorter. Maybe I should do this way. So, but on the inside part, on the top, it's like a ball shape. It's rounded, and that goes into a socket in the pelvis. So it can, if I show you like this, it can turn, right? This is a ball, and this is a socket, so it can turn. So it makes it very flexible. And where the femur bone and the pelvis meet, that's the hip joint. And I hope everyone got it. And if not, Google it and then say hip joint image, and then you will see all kinds of images. And actually, you can buy a model made with plastic, like $20 something, and it shows how the hip joints, is constructed. So that's how it is. And so we understand now, this is the head of the femoral head, and it's a ball, and how should I say, the pelvis has a socket, so you can turn. So allowed us to sit, right, to bend. It is so when it sit, it bends like this way. So here is a book. This is by Martin Malish, and I never had the honor to meet this author. But this book was published several years ago by Singing Dragon. It's a very brilliant book in my mind. And Tai Chi Chuan is very simple. However, I mean, simple in the eyes of the people who never learned it. Looks very simple. But when people actually trying to learn it, it becomes very difficult. And if you ever tried, you know what I mean. And Martin's book, he used so-called imagery to show you how all this maneuvering can be done. So I thought it was brilliant. And one way he explained the hip joint, he was saying, okay, so this part is like your pelvis, and this part is your the femur bone. So when you fold it, see you fold it just like you fold a book, right? Like this, okay? Open and close, open and close. You with me so far? Okay. So when you think about it, when you sit, you fold your hip joint right away. So that's not a problem. So when I say fold your hip joints or sit your quad doing a form, that's what it is. And if you're standing, I guess standing is more difficult to feel that. And I would suggest you put your hands on your inguinal creases or where the hip joints are, okay? And then if you bend your knees a little bit and then you sink your body, feel it, it is folding, right? If you're sitting lower and lower, it folds more and more, okay? So here's, I need to use the high chair. Remember, I always say at the beginning of either we're doing the A section or broken, or we're doing the sparrow's tail or chin 18, I say, keep your knees softly bent and then feel like you're sitting on a high stool. So if you're sitting on a high stool, it's like this, okay? You don't lean forward. You sit, keep your upper body upright, and you sit on it. But your hip joints or inguinal creases is slightly folded, right? And human beings' body is very interesting. It's all connected. If you are standing, okay, and if you want to fold your hip joint, and but if you keep your knees locked straight, it's impossible to fold your hip joint unless you're doing like this, right? But Tai Chi or sideways, you're doing like this, the tabletop. But at Tai Chi Chuan, we always ask people to keep the back upright. So the only way you can keep your back upright and fold your hip joint is by bending the knees. That's why we always say, you know, during Tai Chi practice, you keep your knees softly bent, at least. If you want to go lower, then you just bend your knees more, okay? Any questions and comments? See, that's the problem with a streaming class. It's hard to get the instant feedback for you guys. Okay, and but it doesn't matter which style of Tai Chi Chuan you practice. You don't have to go very low, but you have to remember the basic fundamentals is you keep your back upright, you keep your knees bent, and you don't want to stuck your butt out. And at the same time, you don't want to tilting your pelvis forward. And some of the exercise like a aerobic exercise. They ask people to tilt the pelvis forward, and you can play with it. When you tilting your pelvis forward, in this part, the inguinal crest or the hip joint is kind of locked. And then once it's locked, it's no longer flexible. You cannot turn. So we always want to feel like, it's relaxed. And that's why another term for sit qua or fold qua is called song qua, relax the qua, relax your hip joint. And so once you fold it, it becomes relaxed. And then you can turn easily, okay? So there's some, okay, Vivian, thank you. Excellent, Marilyn. That was a good video. Thank you, Mary Jo, and for the feedback. Okay. So again, if you can feel your own inguinal creases, your hip joints, and then let's practice this together. And there's another things, and which trouble me a lot, and also trouble so many people is people think, okay, when you fold your right side, that means your weight has to be on, your body weight has to be on right. No, actually, see, I'm folding right, but my weight is on your left side, right? And vice versa. So that's another misunderstanding of many people. They equivalent say the folding the hip joint is the same as placing your weight on that side. No, they are totally independent of each other. And so let me put these things away. Let's try it, okay? Do a simple silk really. Now your body weight on your right side. Fold your right hip joint. So yeah, in this case, of course, right now here, both hip joints are folded. But if I fold right more, I just say fold the right hip joint, yeah. And then you see naturally your body will turn to the right corner easily. Now I shift to the left. I'm still looking at the right corner, right? And now I fold left hip joint more. So my body turn. And I shift to right and fold. Right, shift left, fold left, shift right, fold right. Okay. Good. Do you feel it? Feel how your hip joints are moving? And then if you cannot really feel it with your arm there, let's just put the hands at your hip joint and fold right, shift left. Now you fold your left a little bit more, feel it, and shift to your right. And fold right more. And shift left. Fold left. And shift right. Feel? Okay. I think that this is a very good way for you to really sense your body. And it is interesting. We all use our body. For me, I have used this body for decades, right? But a lot of times we don't really pay attention to it. We don't even know what they are doing. They're doing a lot of work, hard work for us every day, even when we sleep, but we don't know what they do. Okay, I mean, when I say they, I mean all the body parts. And we don't even feel their existence until one day they heard it. We say, oh, actually you are there, right? And that's the sad part. So just empty your mind and really feel your body. Okay, fold, shift, fold, shift, fold, shift, song right, shift left, song left, shift right. Again, I use another word, song, but song, sit, fold, all means the same thing. And I hope that make sense. If not, let me know. Okay. Then you say, yeah, I see how you do it. I see it. The master, they look great. And but what matters, right? Why it matters for sitting the kwa? Well, it does matter. And as we talk about Tai Chi Chuan, and the reason it's called Tai Chi Chuan is because we continue to, how should I say, transit from the yin to yang, the yang to yin. Yang is solid, the strong. Yin is the soft and gentle one. It's continuous change. And then if you look at the taiji emblem, and the center line is a S shape, right? So as they are turning like the S shape. So if we just say, okay, here is the right side is solid, and I shift to left, if I'm shifting way like this is like a seesaw, right? But if I fold my hip joint, I create the infinity pattern or the S pattern, whatever you want to call it, and it create that pattern. You say, I don't subscribe to the Taoism or whatever, why it matters. And you know what, for your health, and it is important we do the transition like this, because it has been proven while we're doing this type of weight transformation, right and left, the serotonin and dopamine in our brain will increase its secretion. Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be healthier? So you should try it and just pay attention. It is not difficult. It is just, how should I say, paying attention. Infinity pattern. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you like that. Okay, so it's very important. So we do that. Okay, of course. Some of you practice for years of Tai Chi Chuan. You understand Tai Chi Chuan is a martial art, and in martial art, we want to use this kind of a circular movement, and to deflate the attack from outside, right? And then it can also create a so-called twining energy, the spiraling energy, and make us more powerful and strong. So there are millions of reasons why we should do that. And maybe I should write a dissertation on that because you can explain these things from all different angles and a different level, and why it is important. So I don't care how high, how low people can kick and can squat doing the Tai Chi. But if they cannot even sit in Kwa correctly, you know what this snobbish person is going to say? You're doing no Tai Chi. But this is very common. I have seen so many people, and so many of them are so proud they can kick really, really high, and they can punch really, really hard. But there is no Kwa sitting, and they don't even know if they practicing Tai Chi Chuan, so-called Tai Chi Chuan, that way they can actually injure their knees. So very important. Sitting qua. Sitting your qua, and then turn your body. Back many years ago, and then there was an instructor came to me and saying maybe he should not be teaching Tai Chi anymore because of his age. And well, I look at that gentleman, he actually is younger than I am. And I asked him, I said, why don't you want to do that anymore? As we all know, Tai Chi Chuan has great health benefit. Why don't you want to continue teaching? He said, well, because my own knee hurts. There are many different reasons why people's knee hurt, right? And but one of the reasons, and especially when he was telling me when he practiced Tai Chi, his own knee hurts. So I asked him, I said, well, in Tai Chi Chuan, we say turn right, turn left. And then can you show me how you turn right, turn left? So he just turned like this. Okay. He's turning on the waist. And when, I don't know if you can see that. When I turn like this, see, I pull my knee in, and it feels so much stress on these, the ligament and tendon. It's really bad. And like this, and sometimes people then pull the knee in. But if I keep my knees bent, remember, you can only bend your hip joints if your knees bend. You just keep your knees softly bent. You don't have to bend a lot. Then you can fold your hip joints. When I fold my hip joints, notice my knees seldom, hardly move at all, right? The knee still goes the same direction as the toes. It's important the knees goes the same direction as toes. So you can try it yourself. Turn to your right, and by folding the right, and now folding the left, you put the hands at your hip joint and feel it. And your knees don't move. If your knees are just going wacky, and that's a problem. And recently I have a new student, and when we were doing silk reeling, I can hardly do it. Her knee was like this, and her hip was going like this. Okay, so I did not say, well, why do you do that? I just say, we don't do that. And then she had a very good question. She said, doesn't the book or whatever says our knees going like a infinity, the S shape? I say yes, but it is not the way you do. We do this because this you're going to injure yourself. And if you watch slowly, notice my knee. My knee is moving, right? It's very gentle. If you trace how my knees are moving, you see that pattern, the infinity sign or the S sign or whatever, right? So that's how it is done. It's very subtle and gentle, but this creates the so-called the silk reeling energy, the spiraling energy. It's not like this, okay? So again, during your own practice, and pay attention how your knees, their disposition, okay? It doesn't matter, Qian style, Yang style, Wu Hao, Sun style, He style, any style. Safety is number one. If you cannot protect your knees, then I would say, don't even do it. Knees are precious, okay? And so really make sure you take care of them. And you take care of them by really mindful and really feel how they move. Yeah. It is not difficult. Seriously, it is really not difficult of folding the hip joint and folding the qua or sitting the qua or sung qua. Sounds complicated, right? With all these names, but you just have to how should I say, try it and practice a little bit. Then you say, oh, it is so easy. And that's it. I got it. Let's see. And Lorraine, your explanation are so helpful. Thank you, Lorraine, for your feedback. And so any questions, keep them coming, okay? And again, Vivian, I really appreciate that you put yourself out there and asking questions. If nobody asks questions, I don't really know what you're thinking and you're feeling, your experience, and so forth. So please ask questions. Okay. Yes, sometimes I will say something and it's from my experience, but I thought I covered it all, but um, I welcome questions. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, so we have another 4 minutes, and that clock is a little bit, I should say, quick. So that's good. And how about let's just practice a little bit this quad sitting, okay? Putting hands here, and fold your right, shift left, fold your left, shift right, fold right, shift left, fold, shift, fold, shift. Don't you get a euphoric feeling already? It's so relaxing. You say, no, I'm not relaxed because I'm trying to feel my hip joints. I know what you mean, but give yourself a couple more minutes and you will feel, yeah, the dopamine is making you happy. And then you also feel relaxed. This is extremely meditative. Meditation is you focus on nothing but one thing. You don't have the random thoughts running through in and out. You focus on your movement. You focus how your hip joints feel in their movement. Good. Keep going. And then once you're doing well, you know you're doing a good job in folding the hip joint. You can add an arm. Spiraling and silk reeling. Now you're turning the silk. This is very precious. You're turning the silk for yourself. And go slow. Breathe in and out softly. Nothing is more important than your own breathing. So breathe in and out softly and enjoying it. Let's go for 2 more. Change arm. Left arm out. Full left. Shift right, fold right, shift left. Good. Slowly and moving, gently shifting your weight. You can see your own hip. It's making the infinity sign. Yes, you see your hip is going and drawing that line. And then that's silk reeling. Down by your hip. At the same time, you can see your right knee is drawing small infinity sign. Very gentle, very small, but it's very clearly you're doing that. Good. And actually, this kind of a gentle movement, and it gives your knee kind of a good exercise, right? If you don't exercise your knees, it will be rusted. Good. And feel your right knee the same way. It is drawing small infinity sign. Good. Keep going. Very nice. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. Hands down. Circle. Tap on your legs. Relax the legs muscle. Okay. Today's class, we have gone much deeper, and this is a more high level instruction. I hope you can tolerate it. Some people, especially beginners, don't have the patience. Like, I want to move. I want to move my legs and my arm. And so if you actually stay on the last 30 minutes and to listen to this and working with me, give yourself a big hand. Yeah, and pat yourself on the back. Okay, and Gil, good morning. I know it's mighty early in Australia, and thank you so much. And okay, well, Jerry, also thank you for joining us. And I see you all Wednesday. Wednesday is a Qian Star Tai Chi Day, and we will continue to work on the Qian Star 18.4.